Alright, welcome everyone, Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
K-On!
K-On!
OVA number 2. Yeah, so before we get into this, we might have done a bit of a goof, and we watched the movie before we watched this, because we thought we'd watch this, because 25 and 26 felt like OVAs, but we're watching this now, and as far as things to watch out of order, I think this is going to be like the most, not too much difference, you know?
It's an OVA. It's probably a bonus bit. It's probably just the girls hanging out and having a good time.
Exactly. And hey, we get more of that. Awesome.
Love that. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the actual last thing of K-On! That we'll be reacting to, because no, they're probably never going to continue this amazing, wonderful show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a lovely time while it lasted. Next show after this is Skate the Infinity, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it's done there. But yeah, so let's get into this. So y'all, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Ooh, watermelon!
Oh.
Summertime! Is this the summer break OVA?
Maybe.
Wait, do they travel overseas for Christmas?
I think that might just be Moogie.
Oh,
all right.
Cool. Huh?
Okay.
Aww. Yeah, what was that? Ah. Gotcha. Ah, trying to set them up to then go all together. Yeah.
Right, a lot of planning that needs to happen for a trip.
Yeah, where shall we go? Yeah, we absolutely will.
But it is not this day.
Right. Ah.
Just keep staring off into the distance.
Yep, looking at mountains. Oh.
You can do better.
The country where Gita was born.
Fantastic.
Cool. Nice. Amazing. She wants to walk the walk, yep. I've been all over the world already.
Yep.
What? No, it's an air
That's
guitar.
not how it works. Right.
Ah, yes. Ritsu's strategy of putting off the planning until later. You know?
Until the movie. And by that I mean I'm planning a graduation trip for them.
Oh. Ancient, historical places.
The people planning the graduation trip are all the people not graduating.
Yeah, well, they're studying hard, you know.
Yeah, right. Studying hard, hardly studying. One of those two.
Right. One of those, at least. Ah, I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Believe me, yeah.
Uh-huh, sure. No, Ui, that worry is understandable. Yeah, hard to plan before you decide where to go.
Oh, what is this?
Surprise her somehow?
What to do if you get mugged?
Right. Oh, that's what she got.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's have a martial arts episode.
Well then.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. No, she will.
But I can't.
Okay, okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's, of
Oh
course,
my
that's what it
God.
is.
Oh my gosh, we gotta get these girls passports.
Yep.
They felt so equipped in the movie, and now
Right.
they're like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, that's
not-
from
not
a while
quite.
ago. Yep. It's a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. What would she
It's
do
a
without
whole
you?
ordeal. And if you're in the US, it can take a long time to get that passport.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not gonna work for a passport.
Oh, that actually could work.
Maybe.
It meets all the criteria, I would say. What's she doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Oh my God. It's kind of important.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but still, it went over
Yeah.
the sea. You know?
Right.
The easiest
Oh my
part.
God.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
そうだな。リツに似てるかも。弟か。
Oh my
お
god.
姉ちゃんはなんかいい。確かにいいですね。弟って。いや、ゆい先輩が弟なのは
A nightmare.
お待たせ。あ、すみません。この写真では受付できません。空白がないとダメなんです。なんで髪の毛アップにしたんだ？大人っぽく見えるかと思う。子供に見られるらしいですからね。海外行くと。アズニャンだと小学生くらい。
You take that back.
大丈夫。撮り直せばいいから。証明写真用の機械あるよ。
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
昨日使ったカーテン閉めるよ。ご利用のサービス画面に触れて。まさか証明写真で却下されるとは。
That can happen.
どうかと思います。笑っちゃったじゃないか。
Oh my god.
Gonna run out of money for the passport fee.
Yeah.
That's
中暑いと思って。
Dewey.
Bullshit.
リツ、なんでわかんだよ。わかるよ。
These little shits.
終わった。
Okay, she did get it though.
疲れたな。何回撮り直したっけ。さあ。てか、どうしたらいいんだよ。記念に撮っとく。1週間くらいしたら。
A week?
ないとね。
You're kidding.
それで私たち
Lucky.
どこ行くんですっけ。それも決めなきゃな。じゃあ2回行こうよ。卒業旅行。
What?
アズニャンが卒業する時も行けばいい。
Yeah.
イギリスもハワイもアメリカも温泉も
That's more than two.
みんな行けるよ。5だって行けるよ。
Oh.
そうだな。
Right, because we'll also do university graduation trips.
海外旅行に必要なもの見に行くか。お、いいね。おー、海外旅行って感じ。
Yeah, you gotta get a suitcase. Yep.
Yep.
これがあると授業中も熟睡できそうだよ。するな。リツにはこういうのいるだろ。日本人として当然ですな。
Oh my gosh.
No life.
All right.
お金すられたら私たちストリートミュージシャンとしてお金稼ごう。
Just get a money belt.
Yeah.
We are 放課後。英語だったらアフタースクールティータイムになるんじゃないですか。
Yeah, it would actually.
私たちはどこ行っても放課後ティータイムだよ。
Oh.
All right.
旅行に
Oh.
これエアゲタウンだ。
Okay, at least you know. Yeah, yeah.
ここには見えます。やったー、パスポート。誰でも取れるから。私より先に海外行くなんて。
Oh. And
Okay.
this is what starts that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
で、どこ行きます？まあ卒業までに決めればいいじゃん。その前に夏期講習があるだろ。
All right. Nice.
夏期講習。ちゃんと勉強するって。
Oh, those photos are great.
Super cute.
Yeah.
All right.
They would then go on to have a rambunctious trip in England.
Indeed.
And
But
it
yeah,
would be a very fun time.
I can't believe that we didn't question. They're just like, oh yeah, we have our passports. No, no, no. That's not
How the fuck?
No, no.
Who
That's
are
not how
these
this
girls?
works. Like,
How did they do all that?
you need a full episode to deal with passports.
Louis was working overtime.
Yeah. But getting passports in a week, I want to know if that's legit. Because if it is, damn.
Just become a Japanese citizen. It's easy.
Yeah. Right. Although, passport applications in the U.S. have gotten a lot easier because of COVID. Now you can do it all online.
Well, yes, but still, you still will wait like 3
8
months.
weeks or 3 months. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to expedite it, you can get it in like 6.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Fantastic. We got them all set up for the trip that we've already seen, but that's
Yep.
cool. We got to see all the shenanigans that would naturally come about from high schoolers realizing, oh, right, actually, there's a lot of prep
Yeah.
work that goes into planning a trip overseas.
And I love that they're like, all right, we're going to prep this trip, but we don't decide where the trip's going to be
No.
to. Like,
The privilege of these
Yeah.
kids
Like-
to be able to be like, oh, we'll just figure it out at a time.
I don't
It's not
know.
going to change the cost of the flight.
we'll need passports, we'll need suitcases.
Yeah. just somehow,
You know,
it'll all just work out. We're already jaded adults, Jacob. Yeah.
No, see, I've taken some it'll all just work out trips, let me tell you.
Yes, you have.
Consciously aware of it beforehand or not.
Oh my God, you have.
And it's, it can be pretty wild. But I at least knew what country I was going to. Like, I feel like that.
You didn't know where you were sleeping, but
I didn't know where I was sleeping, But you
knew what country you were going to.
I knew what country I was going to.
Can't deny that. That's true.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, and the idea, God, just the idea that you could take the passport photos at just like some random photo booth. That hurts. Great.
It's so funny.
Yeah. But then the fact that the little shits, it's the because yes, you have to have the white space at the top and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of parameters that if you looked it up, you'd know this, But then messing with Mio while she's trying to take her dang photos.
Yeah.
Also, the idea that they just wait out in the sun and it's like, oh, it's so hot. And then it's like, wait a minute. No, we have phones. We could wait in the air-conditioned room and then just he'll text us when he's here with the thing. Yeah.
Wow, you're making way too much sense, Azusa. It's imagine if you weren't a part of this group.
Yeah, if Azusa
they would have just sat out there just sweating balls.
I'm pretty sure they would have died in England if Azusa didn't go.
Moogie would have been fine.
Yeah, Moogie would have been fine. She would have called in a chopper or something, and then they would have spent the rest of the trip at like her big vacation home.
Right, exactly.
But man,
that was great though.
Yeah,
having to see them like realize that okay, we do have to study, right? But there's a lot that goes into this trip, and the excitement of going on a trip together, the excitement of doing all this stuff together makes the motivation for studying that much easier, come that much easier. And I like that in a lot of ways, Yui was focused this episode on making the point of we can do everything together. We're expanding overseas. All this stuff, all this life that's ahead of us, it isn't some big scary change thing. It's exciting because we're rock solid. No matter what happens, we're going to do all this stuff together. And you can see just everyone being like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
We are going to, yeah.
So, it's not just this graduation trip. It's the next one with Azusa.
Exactly.
And Azusa's like, wait, I'm taking you on my trip?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So here's the thing. I'm actually going with Ui.
We are going to have a meticulously planned trip that will be delightful, and there will be no surprises.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine the difference? Just
that
they're all a year younger.
Yep.
Like they're not that much younger than them, but it's the amount of maturity difference of like, we're going to be doing this. And then this day, this will be our relaxed day where we eat fun foods.
All right. So you want to think about the real crazy situation. Imagine if Yui had gone on a trip by herself. I feel like that would be the closest.
Then she would die.
Like, that would be the closest sort of situation.
Or she'd become a rock star of the streets.
Oh, no, she absolutely would. She'd just turn into the character from Bocchi, right? Like, the drunk sensei, She'd wander her way back eventually.
Wait, hold on. Is this just the canon brain of, like, in your head, Yui could become an alcoholic like that?
Well, once if she ever gives up on sweets, she'll need something else, right?
Oh, no.
She can't just be the fearless leader with the double scoop ice cream cone forever,
I will say, as the person that's the ice cream addict of, like, my entire family, I don't think there's any chance of me becoming an alcoholic, but there is, like, another thing that has kind of replaced ice cream in that regard. Yeah, so that does kind of make sense.
Because, you get to the point where it's just like, all right, hang on. I love you, ice cream, but we can't keep
too many calories.
We can't keep meeting like this.
Like you can have ice cream.
Yeah.
You just can't have it at like 11 p.m. at night in that quantity.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I've been hanging out with somebody who has been absolutely appalled at what I think are very reasonable modest
servings of ice cream.
Modest servings of ice cream, and they're just like,
what is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
But it's like, have you seen you? Like, you're massive.
Well, because our bowls that we would usually have, for ice cream growing up would be about this big, and you fill it with about that much ice cream, right? But
to put this in reference, y'all, this is like 2/3 to 3/4 of a pound of ice cream. Like,
yeah, you know,
like, is ice cream a solid or a liquid though?
it's frozen. So
Well, but is it?
yeah, it's a solid. But it
But
goes
it's
back
not
to being
actually
liquid.
perfectly salt. It's not perfectly frozen.
Well, okay, yeah, technically glass is also a liquid, but you know, like, but ice cream's a solid. It just becomes a liquid very, very quickly. You know,
Right, but I don't think people measure it in pounds. They would measure it in like.
no, yeah, they measure it. Well,
See what I mean?
usually, yeah, I think
Because there's so much air. Actually, in a lot of ways, we are getting off track here.
Yeah,
this episode gave us a really fun look at how irresponsible the girls
Yes.
are, and it doesn't just go to Yui. It's also Ritsu. It's also Mio as well.
Sure.
And having somebody on both sides of things with Mugi and Azusa kind of rein them in and be like, well, we got to go do this. And
Yep.
we also think about these things ahead of time before
That's
you
right.
guys end up having them be an emergency situation.
I will say though, I really wanted to see the Azusa versus Mugi martial arts, like actually do the moves, because I was so excited
the
to
kicking
see.
in the shin and running away.
No,
Those martial arts.
No, not that. But the like, all right, you grab the arm, right? And we saw the move demonstrated. But I just wanted to see Azusa try it against Mugi, because Mugi has been established to be very strong. And so the idea of an Azusa being like, like, even without Mugi doing like the big bear hug or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I also love the idea that they're going to England, right? Mm-hmm. And like England's like very dangerous as far as like big cities
yeah,
and stuff.
it's not
goes.
Paris.
Yeah, it's
but,
not Paris, that's for sure.
You know, yeah, they're, that's another thing. When you're deciding on where to go, just look up like lists of like safest places to go, because that makes so much difference.
Right. Like a lot of people love to rag on the US because it isn't safe in a lot of specific areas, but it's very localized to like 5 specific cities. Like 5 specific cities have like almost all the violent crime.
You go to Chicago. That's
You're rolling the dice. Like you're
right. you go to Seattle. You're fine.
You're fine. Like,
yeah.
people here don't even honk the horn at each other. Like,
Right,
when
like,
they don't even have real road rage.
Yeah,
like
you know, and that's one of the reasons why first trip I went to was Australia and New Zealand. Very safe. Very like,
safe.
Oh yeah, you're good.
You have more chance of like dying in like wandering out into the outback.
Sure.
And stepping on a scorpion.
Yeah.
Than you actually do from like being in the city or what have you.
You meet someone in like, you know, I mean, don't test this, but like you meet someone in an alley, they're more likely to like be like, hey,
do you want a beer?
You want a beer? Like, I literally got offered beer when I was sleeping on the beach. You know?
I mean,
like,
Australia is the land of alcoholics. If there's any like, if there's
nothing.
If
out
there's
there.
No, it's true though. There's like, I was looking this up because
more than Ireland.
No, I went to Prague. We went to Prague recently, and it was just fun to see that like there's certain places that have extremely high like alcohol consumption per capita kind of thing there. And Australia was pretty near the top. Like
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
Like obviously not Ireland level or Prague level or anything like that. But.
So and this maybe this is silly, but they have a box wine there called Goon.
And they don't even realize like
that's
the
probably
potential memes around it and everything, because that was a while ago. So that word has like become more of a
evolved into a completely different thing in
has,
internet culture and all that. But
spelled the same way.
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yes. we gotta like find a way to import.
But it's like the shittiest box wine ever. So you know,
it's not worth it at all.
It's cheap, you know. So it's like, but if you goon too hard, you know, like yeah. But
I love this travel detour we just went on there.
Yeah.
But okay, they're going to travel.
They're gonna survive because Ui has taken care of that.
Yeah,
know how to defend themselves.
We'll release these in such a way that
in the right release order and all that stuff. Even though we recorded this one after the movie.
Right. But okay, really, really fun end to K-On!
Yeah.
Kind of weird for the discussion because you guys have one more reaction from us.
Right.
But yeah, after the movie, we'll be doing Skate the Infinity.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for us to get into that. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching these episodes reaction and discussion. If you want to see the movie episode reaction and discussion, right? Movie reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.